Hello everyone, welcome back to GK Today. This is Nuzat Sana, and in today's session we will be discussing the most important current affairs for 6th and 7th of October 2024. These are some of the important keywords that we would be covering in today's session. For example, we'll talk about Navika-Sagar-Parikrama, Women-Entrepreneurship-Platform. Then we will see who has recently received the Kalaiah-Krishnamurthy-National-Award. After that, we'll talk about CHANAKYA Defense Dialogue. Then we will see which product has recently got the GI tag. And at last, we'll be talking about some important points regarding Swach Bharat Mission Urban 2.0. Okay. So now, without taking any further time, let's get started. The first question here is, NITI-Aayog launched the first state chapter of the Women-Entrepreneurship-Platform in which Indian state? The correct answer is A option, Telangana. NITI-Aayog launched the first state chapter of the Women-Entrepreneurship-Platform in the state of Telangana. It was done in collaboration with the V-Hub and the state government. Okay, so this platform basically supports the women entrepreneurs by tackling the issues like lack of finance and the mentorship. It focuses on the digital skills, financial services and the market connections. More than 30,000 women entrepreneurs and 400 mentors are part of the platform, and V-Hub will actually lead the WEP related activities in the state. Okay, so we have to remember that NITI-Aayog has launched the first state chapter of the Women Entrepreneurship Platform in the state of Telangana. Talking about NITI-Aayog, when was NITI-Aayog formed? So it was formed or created in the year 2015. What did NITI-Aayog replace? So NITI-Aayog has replaced the Planning Commission of India, right? And if we talk about the WEP, means Women Entrepreneurship Platform, which year was this platform launched by NITI-Aayog? So NITI-Aayog launched it in the year 2017. And which notable mission aims to promote entrepreneurship under this platform? This is Atal Innovation Mission. Okay, and who is the target demographic, or you can say who are the beneficiaries of the WEP? This is obviously women entrepreneurs in India, right? Now in the next slide we'll be talking about some national current affairs. The first question is, recently which ministry has sanctioned 113 roads under the Vibrant Village program in the states of Arunachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand and Sikkim? Obviously it is Ministry of Home Affairs. Recently, Ministry of Jal Shakti signed an agreement with which institute for the establishment of an international center of excellence for dams? For this purpose, Ministry of Jal Shakti has signed this agreement along with Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. What is the name of operation recently launched by India to provide humanitarian assistance to the countries who are affected by Typhoon Yagi? Typhoon Yagi has affected some parts of Vietnam and Thailand, and to assist them, Indian government launched the operation named as Operation Sadbhav. Okay, Dombivali boiler blast, a tragic incident, recently happened in which Indian state? This incident took place in Maharashtra. Recently, the first Vande metro train, renamed as Namo Bharat Rapid Rail, was inaugurated in which Indian state? Answer here is Gujarat. Recently, the Indian Prime Minister launched Jal Sanchay Jan Bhagidari in which Indian state? Answer here is Gujarat again. Recently, which research institute has been launched the One Scientist, One Product program? One Scientist, One Product program has been launched by ICAR, Indian Council of Agricultural Research. Okay. Moving to next question. 500 meters aperture spherical telescope, which is also known as FAST, that was seen in the news is located in which country? This telescope lies in China. Actually, China has recently started the second phase of expanding their FAST telescope. That's why it came into news. And if we talk about the FAST radio telescope, it is located in Guizhou province, and it is the world's largest and the most sensitive radio telescope. Okay, it has a diameter of 500 meters and a receiving area equal to 30 football fields. Fine. So its goal include, for example, detecting the neutral hydrogen, discovering the pulsars, participating in gravitational wave detection and searching for extraterrestrial intelligence. Also, FAST joins international networks for high resolution celestial studies, and the data system is developed in collaboration with ICRAR in Australia and the ESO, means European Southern Observatory. Fine. So do remember that FAST telescope belongs to country China, and what is the full form of FAST? It stands for 500 meter aperture spherical telescope. Fine. In the next slide, we will be talking about some international news. The first question is, Campi Flegrei is an active volcano located in which country? This volcano lies in Italy. Order of the Druk Gyalpo Award is the highest civilian honor award of which country? This is the highest honor of Bhutan country. Kami Rita, who recently became the first person in the world to climb the Mount Everest 29 times, belongs to which country? So Kami Rita is from Nepal. Gulf of Tonkin incident is related to which one of the following? Answer is Vietnam War. Recently, which nations have granted the statehood status to the country Palestine? This is Norway, Ireland and Spain countries. Recently, which country is contemplating the lifting of vehicle import restrictions so as to stimulate the economic growth? This country is Sri Lanka. Hormuz Strait is a strategically important waterway located between which two countries? This strait lies in between Iran and Oman. Okay. Question number 3 is, recently where was India's first supercapacitor manufacturing facility inaugurated? The correct answer is A option, Kannur in the state of Kerala. Okay. Who is the current Chief Minister of Kerala? This is Pinarayi Vijayan, obviously. And recently he has inaugurated India's first supercapacitor manufacturing facility at Keltran, Kannur in the state of Kerala. And this plant was developed with ISRO's collaboration and an initial investment of 42 crore rupees. Obviously, it will boost the Kerala's electronics industry so as to support the sectors like defense and the electric vehicle sector. And this facility aims to produce 2000 supercapacitors daily so as to meet the global standards. And CM Vijayan has announced an additional 1000 crore rupees investment so as to modernize Keltran and other electronics units with a 395 crore rupees master plan in the place. Okay, so goal here is to make Kerala a hub for electronics manufacturing. So this is India's first supercapacitor manufacturing facility, and recently it has been inaugurated in Kannur in the state of Kerala. Fine. Now let's talk about some important national news now. The first one is, recently former Chief Justice of India UU Lalit has been appointed as the head of panel for the appointment of vice chancellors in which Indian state? This state is West Bengal. Recently, which state launched the Nakshatra Sabha, which is India's first astro-tourism campaign? It has been launched by Uttarakhand. National Achievement Survey 2024, recently seen in the news, examines the learning achievements of students in which grade? It examines the learning achievements of the students who are in 3rd, 6th and 9th grades. Where was the first meeting of the Social Audit Advisory Body held? This meeting took place in Delhi. Which institution recently signed a joint letter of intent with the World Intellectual Property Organization WIPO to develop the programs for countries in the Global South? This is NITI-Aayog. Vijay Raghavan Committee was constituted by which ministry? Answer here is Defense Ministry. Recently, which statutory body has inaugurated the Digital Shakti Center to combat the cyber crimes against the women? This is NCW, National Commission for Women. Okay. Question number 4 is, what is the name of the Indian Navy's sailing vessel that was used in the Navika-Sagar-Parikrama Expedition 2? So this is INS V Tarini, and recently it sailed for the Navika-Sagar-Parikrama 2, which was flagged off by our Chief of Naval Staff Admiral Dinesh Kumar. Okay, so this is the first global circumnavigation by a group of Indian women in double-handed mode, and it showcases India's maritime strength and commitment to the women empowerment, right? So INSV Tarini, which was inducted in the year 2017, has covered 66,000 nautical miles and participated in various key expeditions. This vessel is equipped with advanced navigation, safety and communication systems, and the officers trained for over 3 years with guidance from Commander Abhilash Tommy, retired, preparing for this challenging voyage. Okay, so this is INSV Tarini, it is Indian Navy's sailing vessel that was used in Navika-Sagar-Parikrama Expedition 2. This is very important question, okay. Also, you can be asked that when was the INSV Tarini commissioned into the Indian Navy? So it was commissioned in 2017 and it is well equipped with navigation, safety and communication system, okay. In the next slide, let's talk about some defense current affairs, where the first question is, recently which country successfully test fired an air to surface anti-radiation missile named as Rudram-1? Rudram-1 is a missile from the country India. Umlingla Pass is located in which state or the Union Territory? This pass lies in Ladakh. Recently, which country has unveiled the country's new air-to-surface missile dubbed as Wind Demon? This is Israel country. Recently, Indian Coast Guard Aquatic Center has been inaugurated at which place? The center has been found at Rameshwaram in the state of Tamil Nadu. Next is, which organization recently conducted the exercise CHANAKYA 2024? This exercise has been conducted by NDMA, National Disaster Management Authority. The venue of exercise Topchi of Indian Army was exercise Topchi took place in Nasik in the state of Maharashtra. Recently, where was the first Joint Commanders Conference held? This conference took place in Lucknow in the state of UP, okay. Next one is, recently who received the Kalaiah-Krishnamurthy-National-Award for research work on gummy stem blight in bottle gourd? This is B option, Dhananjay MV, okay. He is the principal scientist at the Indian Institute of Horticulture Research and recently he received the Kalaiah-Krishnamurthy-National Award for his significant contributions to developing the gummy stem blight resistant varieties of bottle gourd, okay. So this recognition basically highlights the importance of agricultural research in enhancing the crop resilience and the productivity, which is very important for India's agricultural development, and this award was presented during the University of Agricultural Sciences Bangalore's Foundation Day celebration, emphasizing the need for scientific advancements in agriculture, right? So Dhananjay MV received the Kalaiah-Krishnamurthy-National Award for research work on gummy stem blight in bottle gourd. Now, if we talk about the Indian Institute of Horticulture Research, it lies at which place? It lies in Bangalore in the state of Karnataka. And which governmental body oversees this Indian Institute of Horticultural Research? So it works under Indian Council of Agricultural Research, okay. Next, we'll be talking about important awards and honors related question. Recently, who has been selected for the Bob Jones Award 2024, the US Golf Association's highest honor? This honor has been presented to Tiger Woods. Which organization recently awarded Captain Abhilash Rawat and his crew of oil tanker Marlin Lunda for exceptional bravery in Red Sea mission? It is IMO, International Maritime Organization. Who has been appointed as the non-executive chairman and independent director of the National Payments Corporation of India? It is Ajay Kumar Chaudhary. Saulos Klaus Chilima, who recently passed away in a plane crash, was the vice president of which country? Answer here is Malawi country. Recently, who received the Hindi Sahitya Bharati Award 2024? This award was presented to Krishna Prakash. Recently, which city of UP received the Center's Water Warrior Award? This award has been given to Noida city of UP. Recently, who has become the oldest woman to climb the Mount Everest? It is Jyoti Ratri, okay. Question number 6 is, what is the theme of Chanakya Defense Dialogue 2024, which is hosted by Indian Army? The theme of this dialogue is Drivers in Nation Building, Fueling Growth Through Comprehensive Security. So Indian Army, along with CLAWS, where the CLAWS stands for Center for Land Warfare Studies, holds the Chanakya Defense Dialogue 2024 on 24th to 25th of October, where in New Delhi. And this event will focus on drivers in nation building, fueling growth through comprehensive security. And Army Chief General Mr. Upendra Dwivedi emphasized a vision for a secure and prosperous India by the end of 2047 at the Curtain Raiser event, okay. So the dialogue aims to promote the discussions, build strategic partnerships and create the actionable insights for the national security and development. Also, it will provide a platform for national and international leaders, policy makers and the experts so as to share their knowledge on security through development, okay. The theme for this dialogue is Drivers in Nation Building, Fueling Growth Through Comprehensive Security, okay. In the next slide, we'll be seeing some important summits and conferences. The first one here is, where was the Ayush Medical Value Travel Summit 2024 inaugurated? Yesterday we have discussed this question and answer here is Mumbai city. Recently, which institute hosted the webinar on Viksit Bharat Corporate Governance for 2047? This is IICA, Indian Institute of Corporate Affairs. Recently, DRDO organized the first international workshop on emerging technologies and challenges for exoskeleton, at which place DRDO organized this first international workshop on Bangalore city. Clean Economic Investor Forum will be organized by the Indo-Pacific Economic Framework on Prosperity in which country in June 2024? This is here, Singapore. LEADS program 2024 is recently launched by which organization? This program has been launched by Indian National Science Academy and National Center for Good Governance. Recently, where was the National Conference of District Judiciary held? Answer is New Delhi. Recently, where was India's Maritime Decarbonization Conference held? This conference took place in again New Delhi. Okay. The next question here is, which ships are part of the first training squadron recently arrived in Bandar Abbas in the country Iran? So the ships are INS Tir, INS Shardul and ICGS Veera. Okay. So these ships visited Bandar Abbas in the country Iran as a part of India's first training squadron, and this deployment aims to enhance maritime security and cooperation between the Indian Navy and the Iranian Navy. Activities include, for example, professional exchanges and maritime partnership exercises, and the visit further reflects India's commitment to its Sagar vision, where Sagar stands for the security and growth for all in the region, right? So it fosters the stronger ties with the regional partners, and the previous interactions included Iranian naval ships visiting Mumbai, emphasizing ongoing naval diplomacy and training collaboration in the Persian Gulf region, right? So INS Tir, INS Shardul and Indian Coast Guard ship Veera are the part of first training squadron that recently arrived in Bandar Abbas in the country Iran. Okay. Talking about these ships, first of all, INS Tir was commissioned in the year 1986. What is the primary role of INS Tir in Indian Navy? Basic objective is to serve as a training ship to provide sea training to the naval cadets. Okay, and INS Tir belongs to which class of ships that are primarily used for training purposes in the Indian Navy? So it is part of the Tone class minesweepers. Okay. And which Indian government body primarily oversees the strategic implementation of the Sagar initiative? This is the Ministry of External Affairs. Okay. Now in the next slide we will be talking about some international news again. First one is, which country has supported the BIMSTEC Charter recently? This charter has been released by Nepal. National Skill Development Corporation recently collaborated with which organization to advance the skill development and lifelong learning in India and globally? This is ILO, International Labour Organization, headquarters lies in Geneva, Switzerland. Recently, which country's parliament approved the controversial online safety bill? It is Sri Lanka. Sanitary and phytosanitary measures is associated with which organization? Answer is World Trade Organization. Recently, Gitanas Nauseda has been re-elected as the president of which country? Answer is Lithuania country. Right to disconnect bill is recently introduced by which country? This bill has been introduced by Australia. Which country has recently passed a significant legislative bill banning the consumption and the sale of dog meat? This is South Korea. Okay. Question number 8 is, recently which state government establishes 3 new medical colleges in the Bhagpat, Hathras and the Kasganj? This is the state of UP. UP will be establishing 3 new medical colleges in Bhagpat, Hathras and Kasganj, adding 300 MPPSC seats through a public-private partnership and the central government's viability gap funding scheme. So this expansion is part of a broader effort so as to enhance the medical infrastructure in the state, increasing the total number of medical colleges from 39 in the year 2017 to now 78. Okay, so since 2017 UP has experienced a 108% increment in their MBBS seats and a 181% increment in their postgraduate medical seats. Okay, so now UP government is establishing 3 new medical colleges in Bhagpat, Hathras and Kasganj. Okay, in the next slide let's talk about important reports and indices. The first one is, Recently, which organization released a report ensuring safety and health at work in a changing climate? This report has been released by ILO, International Labour Organization. Recently, which state cabinet approved the Uniform Civil Code report? This report has been approved by Uttarakhand State Cabinet. Which organization releases the annual status of education report? This is NGO Pratham Foundation. Clean Energy Transitions Program Annual Report 2023, recently released by which government agency? This report has been released by IEA, International Energy Agency. You have to tell me, where does the headquarters of International Energy Agency lie? What is the rank of India in Henley Passport Index 2024? So answer is 85. World Migration Report and Migration Health Annual Report are published by which organization? These reports are published by International Organization for Migration. Which institution recently released the 4th edition of Sustainable Development Goal India Index 2023-24? This is NITI-Aayog. Okay. Question number 9 is, what is the name of traditional beverage that recently received a GI tag from the Assam's Bodo community? This is the option Bodo Jou Gwaran. Okay. So GI registry in Chennai granted the GI tags to 8 products from the state of Assam, including this Bodo Joao Guaran, which is a rice beer variant with about 16.11% of alcohol, and the Bodo Nafam, which is a fermented fish dish. Okay, so the Bodo community has a rich tradition of brewing and consuming the rice beer, believing it to be originated from the Lord Shiva. Okay, so this is Bodo Joao Guaran, which has recently received a GI tag from Assam's Bodo community. Fine. Now, if we talk about the Bodo community, which script is primarily used by this community for writing their language, it is the Devanagari script. In which Indian state is the majority of the Bodo community located? So they are mainly found in the state of Assam. And what is the traditional dance form associated with the Bodo community? It is the Bagu Rumba. Okay. Now, in the next slide, let's see some environment and biodiversity related current affairs. Recently, a new species of glyptosternine catfish has been discovered in which river of Nagaland? It has been found in Zulke River of Nagaland. Satyamangalam Tiger Reserve, recently seen in the news due to vulture conservation, is located in which Indian state? This tiger reserve is found in Tamil Nadu. Ritacuba Blanco Glacier is located in which country? It lies in Colombia. Recently, which valley hosting the largest nesting colony for the gypsy vultures in southern India? This valley is Moyar Valley. What are manatees recently mentioned in the news? These are large aquatic mammals. Project Nilgiri Thar is an initiative launched by which state government? This is Tamil Nadu. Simlipal Tiger Reserve is located in which Indian state? Answer is Odisha. Okay. Now the last question is, Swach Bharat Mission Urban 2.0, recently seen in the news, aims to clear the legacy landfills by which year? The target year is 2026. Swach Bharat Mission Urban 2.0 was launched in the year 2021, and it basically targets the remediation of all the legacy landfills in India by the end of 2025 to 26. Okay. As of now, 474 out of 2,421 legacy landfills have been cleared, reclaiming over 2,617 acres of land for alternate uses like parks and integrated waste management project. Cities like Ahmedabad, Nagpur, Pune and Lucknow are transforming these sites so as to showcase the mission's impact on the urban development and environmental sustainability. Okay, so Swachh Bharat Mission Urban 2.0 aims to clear the legacy landfills by the end of 2026. Now, what is the official tagline of Swachh Bharat Mission? Official tagline is Ek Kadam Swachhata Ki Or, one step towards cleanliness. Who launched the Swachh Bharat Mission and on what date? Prime Minister Narendra Modi has launched it in the year 2014. What was the primary goal related to toilets of Swachh Bharat Mission? Basic aim is to eliminate open defecation by constructing the household toilets. Okay. In the last slide, we will be talking about some important government schemes. The first question is, National Institute for the Empowerment of Persons with Intellectual Disabilities functions under which ministry? It functions under Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. Which ministry is responsible for the PM E-Bus Seva scheme? Answer here is Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. Subhadra scheme is the largest women-centric scheme of which Indian state? Answer is Odisha. Which scheme often mentioned in the news aims to provide the scholarships to meritorious students from the scheduled caste communities for higher education? This is Shrestha scheme. Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana recently completed 4 years of implementation. Was launched in which year? It was launched in 2020. Which ministry has launched the renewed portal of the Animal Husbandry Infrastructure Development Fund? This is Ministry of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying. And the last question here is Mukhyamantri Majhi Ladki Bahin Yojana is launched by which state government? This scheme belongs to Maharashtra state. Fine. So this is all about today's session. We have covered the 10 current affairs for today, and also we are done with our revision segment. Now at last I'd like to give you some homework, and today the homework is related to important days and events. Okay, so now here on the screen you can see 7 questions. Please read each of the questions carefully and try to answer them in the comment section. I'll be waiting for your answers. And as usual, before concluding, let me again remind you that these questions are part of our daily 20 MCQ series in the GKToday Android application. So if you want the PDF of the lecture, you can subscribe to that course by paying a very nominal fees. Okay. So now we'll be meeting tomorrow with some more important current affairs. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, me Nuzhat Sana signing off.